Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Amilly Fields. In the north, it is login, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Here, taking on the role of the 6th Armored Division with Rifle Company featuring ECH Shermans, Rifleman defensive structures, advanced infantry equipment, M3 half-tracks, and white phosphorus. In the south is MSW, MSW, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here for the Panzerlehr, Panzerdivision with Jäger infantry, elite troops, and Ostrobün. Triple empty bullets there for MSW, Grenadier MD42 versus Double Rifle Start. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own company of heroes, my Patreon supporters. Other people can join their illustrious ranks by pledging on Patreon, or they can donate by PayPal. Links in the description. Finally, commenting, liking, and sharing, all that stuff there helps out the Propagandacast a bunch. You know, feel free to talk about what you like this episode in the comment section. What can you do, map? Anyways, off to the races here. Worth knowing there's definitely a bit of an overlap here with Jaeger light infantry upgrades here in these commanders there. Pun using users there. Right, log in there. Big fan of a Rifle Company in general. Rifle Corps moving forwards here. So far, fairly standard stuff here. The sandbags here by the center victory point. His men getting ready to resist the Nazi counterattack. MD4 to me out the MSW. Graham needs some fuel on the Pioneers. Sandbags down here, plus a bit of barbed wire. Second, going to be squad on the way there for MSW. Third, Ralph squad there for login. So far, very quiet. Notice he's also laying down another little sandbags here, so that way you can just shift to defend from like wherever angle the Germans might attack from here. Of course, he's not going to lay down here because, you know, there's going to be some tactical problems. There you go. Caught with info 2 there. MSW steadily advancing with the MG42. Second, going to be squad ready. Pioneers with some bit of barbed wire here further. Pushing towards the eastern victory points. Again, very quiet here. Like, we almost had like an actual firefight break out there, but then, you know, things in there. Goes shots being fired. M1 carbines versus the Carnot TKs. Ralph's coming up here through the center field. MD42 that could catch them, but he's not expecting them to swing towards the Grenadiers. At least he's not anticipating or fast enough here. Pioneers caught with the Ralph squad in these, trying to wear off the truck here. Grenadiers now being surrounded here by Login as he moves in, definitely pushing back the MSW Grenadiers. Third squad on the way there. MD42 reposition now to deal here with lock-ins. Western possible breakthrough there. In the east side there, Pioneers buying time here. Ralph squad not pushing in. He doesn't know where the MD42 is, so he is worried there might be an MD42 here covering up the Pioneers. And you can see that he's actually not entirely sure the MSW is where he wants the MD42 to be. He almost pushed in westwards, now heading eastwards with it instead, so. But again, you can see there's sort of these mind games going in this login. He doesn't know where the MD42 is, and so long as he doesn't, he wants to be a bit cautious about committing the Ralph squads, I guess. But there you go. He can actually catch Ralph squad or the MD42 and move with the Ralph squad. Third Grenadier squad ready here. Log in there with some tech, I imagine, soon enough. Yes, indeed, the Lieutenant, El Teniente. Third Grenadier squad around there for MSW. We got MD4 Pioneers there being flanked, infantry now. Of course, got the other Ralph squad on the flank there, pushing in there. Ralph squad here, suppressed. No, doesn't get suppressed, and there's still the flank here to be worried about. He's repositioning the machine gun again here. MSW trying to keep up the breakneck pace as Login just goes for the MD42. No grenades here, though, makes it a bit hard for him to say, for some quickly cleared out. There go machine gun flank, there go Grenadiers on the flank here. Could perhaps give the MD42 just enough time. Ralph squad on the fuel point there, but then heavy cover. The situation is definitely precariously messy on the right flank, and it does look like MSW is pushed back as he just couldn't set up well enough in time here and didn't bring enough forces, locking out maneuver and sends 2 units running. In the west, though, we got 2 Grenadiers with liaisons, more Ralph squad moving in there. Pioneers with flamethrowers, obviously not too concerned about mines from the Americans. Most American players tend to be a bit lax with mines, to put it gently. So, flamethrower there, of course, a good upgrade. No command yet for MSW. We do have the tech there from, which is excellent. Ralph squad there with Sam XC. Does get a wipe on liaisons. That's a great thing here for him. Almost get a Ralph squad wipe here as well. Huge lot blows there to Larkin. Definitely have to up for the losses in the east. The fact he didn't, you just lost the fuel point, but compared to didn't lose too much manpower. So, smart playing to MSW. I think very well handled there, very well handled. Thumbs up to that. Trying to move up here so we can maybe find the Ralph squad. Larkin sees that side for position. On the west side we got the fuel point there being grabbed by the Grenadiers. Back at base here for MSW. Like to make a nice company up there for the German army. Bit of skirmishing here. Ralph squad needs to be careful. Grenadiers actually need to be careful. We got a 5th car there on the way for login. Not immediately able to push out for a light vehicle, though again, I imagine he's going for the mechanized command post upgrade, so we'll be following up with the Stuart Rapidly here versus MSW, who's going for the 2-2, the lighted puncher Spielwagen, a classic piece of Wehrmacht metagame there. Ralph going up against the Lieutenant. By 1944-45, though, the 222 was not really, shall we say, the main armoured car of the German army. That had been the larger 234 or the 250 version half-track that had been not converted to an armoured car as well there. Base use mounting the 222's gun on it. Little fun fact there, by the way. Little fun fact. Got the western fuel point there, grab the eastern fuel point. Login can definitely hit here. MSW with a relatively faster light tank here. Relatively fast pack forward and we're there. Obviously expecting us to do a light tank on top of everything else. Leeson's following up here for login. Probably want some mine sweepers up. May also be planning to use them, of course, as a bazooka team, as they're, of course, quite handy for that. Plus, again, of course, also repair his stuff. As for MSW, back here, troops sitting out there. Pack 40 almost done there for the German army. 222 coming a bit up the center here. Eastern fuel point almost secure, but the Grenadiers are precariously low on health there, and numbers for that matter. There we go, pack 40 ready, Steward light tank halfway done there for MSW. Halfway. Close but not quite there. MSW, by the way, still without a commander. At this point, I'd say Ostrom is very unlikely. Could be Aegir infantry, but it could also be elite troops. I think both are fairly possible here. We'll have to see what he ends up picking. The turn there being flanked with the armoured car Grenadiers wing as well there. No upgrade yet for the Grenadiers either. No light machine guns. Perhaps he is planning to go for these two and go for some G33s. Who knows? Ambulance for the login. Freedom. Democracy. Grab these some fuel point here. We got the Ralph Squad. Typical current at the centre. West side the armoured car. Pushing back the lieutenant. And we got the bunker up there for MSW. Bunker, yeah, on the way there to provide some medical support. Bit of back and forth, but so far the login has a good victory upon DTO MSW. MSW definitely needs to fix that relatively soon, or he could be in some trouble. Steward here versus the Grenadiers. Pantherfast off. They could, though, end up being a sacrifice of their Grenadiers there, which absolutely will not be worth against the Steward. It can just fix his damage on its own. But does look like he avoids wipe. They might actually be able to not turn into destruction of the tank. And there we go. We do get a commander hit these elite troops, which could open up for G33s and the Grenadiers, which are quite handy as the American infantry. But also give some concussive grenades, stormtroopers, Panzer tactician, and the Tigris pack, though. Strange to mind the login actually had to lay down there, so thumbs up, doing what most American players never do, even if they do go for Rifle Company, which is lay down mines. In fact, there are a large amount of things American players never make use of, despite having them available to them and being quite good. But there it looks like the Stuart might just be able to get it out of here. MSW is definitely doing his damnedest to finish off that Stuart. I once said, like the Panzer kaputt! Schnell, Otto! Schnell! I'm trying, but this thing is heavy! It weighs a ton! Several tons to be correct. This is not the time for corrections! Oh my god, we at least can't like the Panzer! Rob's going in the BARs, and that could actually end up being a wipe here at the Pack 40 because MSW has no way of covering out the retreat here. The infantry screen is scored on the machine gun wasn't there either, so the armored car could... Oh, he has popped Panzer tactician already, can't provide smoke from the enemy forces ramming. We get stormtroopers. You could pop a smoke grenade with them, but no, they're taking another way around. The enemy force sitting up, they're pack wiped, but Lees is relatively within range of his own men. MP4 is being out to the stormtroopers, thumbs up. Nice to see some stormtroopers popping into the building there, catching the turn their bit out in the open. There we go, MP40's added. Note the icon for the stormtroopers is actually that of the Brandenburger Panzergrenadier Division. Fun fact. Guess they went with that because, you know, it was sort of a spec ops unit, but, you know, I think halfway through the war they just turned into like a regular Panzergrenadier Division. Fairly elite Panzergrenadier Division, but Panzergrenadier Division nonetheless. But fun little fact there. Turn pushing forward here for login. Love to see what falls up for him, though. We got a mortar out. That's an excellent addition there. Pioneers making room for the pack forward. They are fairly low and healthy, but still. Just needs to get the pack 40 back there. No further sign of take there. We got the armor card clunkers motor. There you go. Pack close being wiped out already. 50 cal there. Almost got it, but again, the smoke from out by the armor car saved it. So thumbs up there to MSW. We've got the infantry from the other side. 50 cal actually in a bit of trouble. Fuel upon the west being seized again. Mortar being up here for login. Losing that Steward really put back login in, definitely gave MSW a significant edge here over login there in terms of like map control for the armored car. but also, of course, just saw a lot of resources just vanish up in smoke because he didn't really use that steel a lot there before MSW, with his pretty aggressive drive there, took it out. So, found out the MSW. Of course, if he had lost the Pack 40, that would have been a lot less impressive and could actually become a problem, but he was actually able to get the Pack 40 out of there pretty safely. Storms was diving off here with MP40s. Note, I'm not entirely sure of like actual assault units like that would have equipped with MP40s. They, from what I can understand, they didn't actually have enough MP40s to equip such assault units with them, so they're more likely equipped with like captured submachine guns like, well, PPSH-41s or its converted equivalent, the MP41R. So, little fun note. They could also, of course, been other submachine guns. They had a wide variety of submachine guns available to the MP35s. Some they got from Austria, some they got from Denmark, actually. At some point, they even allowed the Danes to like make swarmy submachine guns, which was basically like, you know, a better version of the PPSH-41. And then the Germans went, you know what, we want those anyways too. You don't get any submachine guns, so yeah. Little fun sight there. It's going to be put by Riflecourt. Nice flank there by Lock-in. West side, they got fuel ping seized again. Riflecourt moving in. Very sneaky there, just diving off and then having his opponent forget about him before moving in. But it looks like Lock-in kind of had the same idea here. No grenades, so Stormtroopers once more peeling off here. In the center of this breakthrough's been fairly successful. MSW, they're lacking the force to stop the assault there. Attack done though, so good for him. Lock-in, I think, is all taking up himself. Going for the captain, figuring he's probably not looking at the great entry of the armor race for now. So rather, of course, trying to get lucky with a fast tank, he is going to assume his opponent's going to be the one getting lucky with the tank and bring up the anti-tank guns to deal with that. Plus, he may just want to like try and kill that armored car. Stormtrooper probably retreat. He's definitely getting a bit of a Scooby-Doo moment here, except that typically didn't involve submachine guns. At least not the kind of Scooby-Doo I watched when I was a kid. Ralph's coming in there. Yeah, he's going to have to retreat there. What he should have actually done is actually pop a smoke grenade, then retreat it. But there, Garmin coming in. Can deploy the smoke screens then instead, if he needs it. Good use of the armored cars while there's sort of the smoke dispenser, if you will, there on wheels. Smoke wagon, anyone need some smoke? Oh, do you have cigarettes? Not that kind of smoke, mine here. Anti-tank on way there, plus got the captain out there. Of course, going to add some BARs. I imagine could see wipe here and log in. That's going to be great there for MSW. Center being seized there by the grenades as well. They almost got the Rav squad. Almost, but not quite. Mortar still at it. Hasn't really done a lot, but still gotten 3 kills here for login, so that's pretty good. He could, of course, use the captain to advance the anti-tank out, but he probably doesn't feel like he's in a rush to do that. Back here, trip enforcing healing, and no sign of Paul McCoy yet here for MSW. Looking to wreck those tank traps. See Ralph's being the line of the armored car. Eastern Field being harassed here. Good play there. But needs to retreat the Ralph squad. They're being murdered here with the armored car. Captain 5th cal. And the lieutenant moving in here. Of course, Captain equipped with a BAR. Smoke being poured around the center to allow advance on that. Thumbs up there to a login. He really wants that to that you might have noticed. And his route out in the open these 2 targets. Despite the issue with the armored car, Logan, he of course is definitely able to control the map here and steadily gain map control versus MSW there. Almost got the 2-2 as well here. Smoke popped upon the cop there. Like the Pantherfall needs to, they got the Stormtrooper plus gunners are going for the Raft Squad, but Eastern fuel point. They're going to have to fall back swiftly here. MP40s plus a light machine gun is definitely a bad combo for any all-American infantry. Grab the center of the lieutenant. Troops reinforcing healing here. Nothing further transpiring than the base of Logan. Oh, there we go, Major. Could use the captain to supervise him out. But again, I imagine he's not in a rush yet. Of course, that can always change.
A capture point is under attack.
Here's the last squad lieutenant. Concusses a grenade off. There we go. We also got some G for the face on the Grenadiers. Das ist gut, ne? Das ist gut. Nice concussive grenade here as well on the lieutenant. That's going to be a treat there, I think, from Login up close. The gunners will absolutely decimate the lieutenant. Falls from that stormtroop joining calls also bad news. And we do get a flak panzer rush here by MSW. It's definitely been interesting here, but also quite good versus the infantry support weapons. Though it's also worth noting he has technically 5 squads of infantry now, so that's quite a bit of infantry. They definitely also once dead. He's going to be some time before Login, though, can go for a tank here, so there's plenty of room there for the Osprey to do some havoc here on Login. So I think that's, you know, strategically and tactically a pretty good read here by MSW in the current situation vis-a-vis armour. As the Osprey certainly packs a bit more burst damage versus infantry compared to the Panda 4. And it's not like the Panda 4 is bad versus infantry, but it's just not as good as the Osprey in a lot of cases. So thumbs up, jumps over there, go Rafcourt push back. Set running there with some fierce fusillades of flak fire there. Captain in a bit of trouble on the west side. We got the Cundies routed. We got a BAR left out in the open here for anyone to pick up. Did lose the rifle squad well hit. Great kill there for MSW. We got the armor car getting here very halfway to actually free here. Login getting close to Sherman himself, and of course the MSW getting close to say another Ostwind, Stug. Whatever else his heart may desire. Which could be a lot of things, really. I'm going to send the Ralph coming to them before the 2-7 pushing up here across the western field. 50 cal the Grand Western victory point. I mean, he's still got a pretty good victory point. In fact, MSW, for despite all of his other successes, has yet to really maintain actually lead a single victory point off Login yet. So while he's doing well in a lot of regards, map control wise, there are, I think, some issues here, and I think it's something he might want to start rectifying here soon. Versus Login. Smoke grenade off here. Nice throw there. Thumbs up to MSW. Login, of course, seeing where that smoke is coming from. At least figures it out pretty quickly backs off. Now they're interesting here for Login. Obviously wants that Ostwind dead, but also imagine that armoured car. Again, that armoured car has just been a really good investment. Typically can be quite a good investment for any Wehrmacht player. Stug 3G there for MSW. 2 thumbs up. I would say that is an excellent addition here. Versus any American armor. Big push here by the infantry, catching the grenades here. They do get some few hits from the G33s. They are significantly outgunned. We do get a steel hand grenade, but easily bypassed here by Loggin's charging infantry. Still, he's getting control of most of the victory points and actually starting to find. We're able to bleed here Login. Great work of MSW, finally. Smoke deployed around the center. Good work there. Closing in on the tank in the west side with Rifle catching the stormtroopers here. Range of the stormtroopers of MP40s definitely struggle a bit there with dealing any damage, and they're easily outgunned here by the double bar wielding rifle there. We do get some gunners around with the light machine gun. Stug is almost done with MSW and Deutschland. Back to both fuel points here. Go Stug 3G. Effects bereit. These have got Pioneers as Ralph got the Major. That's going to have to retreat there from MSW. And the center captain being mauled by the Osprey. MD42 joining as well there. Anti-tank gun spotted here by the M42 crew, who are definitely unloading every round they got into their backs. And on the west side here, Canadian Stormtroopers defending Western Victory Point here, or Fuel Point, versus an American incursion. We got the Pack 40 in reserve there in case of armored pushes. We got the Stug moving up here as well, adding the panel-mounted MD42. Thumbs up to that. Gunners routed here. Entering a court with the Gunners push back. Major creeping up on the eastern victory point. Back here, Pioneers reinforced. On the west side here, we got the Stormtroopers routed with the Rifle Squad, the 5th cal there. Close to a wipe here, but looks like he does narrowly avoid such a terrible loss. Still Login, slowly screaming his way back into the match, but definitely is suffering some mild victory point bleeding here. Stug got the pinlock machine gun ready. Note, later model Stug 3Gs would actually have the same remotely controlled machine gun as the Hetzer. Oh, Rundumsfire. West side, we get armor guns to the 50 cal there by the Western Victory Point. 2-2 racing in there. Close to the ace level on the armored car crew, pushing back the 50 cal crew there. Stug remaining reserve here. Here's Ralfcourt, bombarding here the Ralfcourt from the flank. Excellent. Excellent. Lieutenant going for double antenna to get the Stug out the Schnell. There we go. Double shots there, punching through the sidearm of the Stug 3G. Also known as the Lieutenant. The news are being slowly surrounded here by Login, who is doing all he can to get those victory points back under his and America's control. Gunny's being close to murdered up with Rather fine, of course, mortifying there. Got a Nazi time grenade there. Also research grenade, so thumbs up locking. Very nice to set up there. Gotta wipe then MSW, leaving a bit sad. He's going for more grenadiers, could also go for more stormtroopers or Panzer Grenadier squad. You know, grenadiers are grenadiers. They are popular for a reason. Grenadiers was squad and the captain sent plus the anti-tank court here. No support there. There's the grenadier push here. Nice. I think read the unassociated by MSW catching here, and he's now moving in the Ostwind to further exploit this. Could get a wipe on both anti-tank and with the Ostwind. A vicious push. He got smoked down here to try and at least cover up against the grenadiers, but it's not enough to deal with the Ostwind, which is bypassed by the anti-tank here. Punishing Logan became too close there. Nice blitz raid here by MSW, though of course it is not without its risks. There you go, armored car arriving. Even the Stuke is being pushed in here. Could get a wipe on the anti-tank if they destroyed, and that'd be a massive blow here to lock in. He's going for the Sherman EC8 though. Chaos range here. The Ostwind crashes through the rifleman here. Anti-tank guns wiped out by MSW. A huge blow here to lock in. The Stuke is moving in there. Almost got a wipe on the rifle squads as well there. The situation for the United States Army in this sector is turning completely sideways, as MSW and the Panzer executes a brilliant assault here, leaving Log in there discombobulated. One anti-tank gun utterly shattered here. He does pull back there, perhaps other concerns of much more anti-tank guns or tanks around in the flank here, so he's quick to disengage at least partially. But even then, that was a solid assault here. And there you go, taps on the anti-tank gun, but Sandy bit slowed here. Route squad, or Captain actually now gets the hands on the anti-tank gun, but can they keep it for long there? White phosphorus deployed here. Sherman ready. The EC8 has arrived. Will Brad Pitt save the day for America? White phosphorus enveloping the entire sun there in smoke. Most noxious and nasty. Another Ostwind here for MSW. He feels confident he just needs more Ostwinds. More ways of murdering him. There goes second anti-tank destroyed there. Huge blow there to Logan and the United States Army. But there you go. EC8 has arrived. And there we go. Brad Pitt has arrived. Still quick to disengage here. Well, he copes for another Stuke. Very simple there versus the EC8s. The Stuke are much more cost efficient versus that than an Ostwind. Let's just put it like that. My God, say, have a Panzer! There's Brad Pitt in it! Who's that? You know, big American movie star? You watch too many Hollywood movies, Fritz. West here storms to caught the Ralph Squad the Major. Pushing the Eastern Victory Point. So 2 Stukes will definitely be a bit of a challenge here for lock-ins. EC8, he will definitely cross some anti-tank guns to hit back at those Stukes. Or he could be in for some trouble. 1 kill in the Sturmgeschütz as from gate. EC8 racing forwards. Of course, with just blindsides like this, he could take out the Stuke before the second Stuke arrives and like MSW has a chance to react. But no. Definitely concerned there, maybe packs, maybe mines. Either way though, Logan does not risk it here versus MSW, risking of course loses the EC8 there. That would of course be more or less GGZ. So I don't fault him under the current circumstances. I do not fault him. Had he bum rushed it there, I think he had a chance taking out the Stuke there before the second ride. But now of course he's up against 2 Stukes. They're just bringing an anti-tank gun. On the west side we got some work going on. The gun is MD42 smoke deployed by the Major. Going to leak the EC8 over there, I think, to have better success. Those Stukes being fixed up. Second one getting the machine gun added. Then just bouncing rifles. Oh, there's the rifle squad there. Grenade off here. Almost got the gun to the ears. Really close call there between a Logan and MSW. Major right as well. EC8 there being fixed up. And there you go. Both Stukes equipped with the panel mounted MG42. Captain there caught with the Ostwind. Fun fact about Stukes, but it was actually by roughly 1943 to like mid-1944 very common for a Panzer Division to have a battalion of Stukes directly attached to it. Like it was like basically a 3rd Panzer Battalion. So, little fun fact there. Pentagons there for MSW. Thumbs up. They put him at 5 inch squads as well there. Excellent. Wunderbar even. Definitely puts more pressure than Lock-in. Victory points while still Lock-in is still ahead here, but he needs to start delivering some more serious blows here to MSW and the Germans. And there goes Stukes going pretty aggressively straight at the EC8 there. Good shots there, right for the EC8's frontal armor there. Got the anti-tank already here. Another shot there. Got it on the Stuke. Will he dive right past him? Will MSW believe in the power of Deutschland? And yes, he's going to dive right past. Deploying smoke as well here to mess with the anti-tank's line of fire here. Lock-in was not ready for that. He was not ready over there. Going to arrive, see armored car that also dove in there. A fairly decent assault except for the lack of infantry, which is probably like a major critique here. But there you go. Wipe the anti-tank against Stuke's engaging it. EC8 counter-attacking here. Catching Stuke on the flank, but the shot misses. Mortar wiped out here. Anti-tank crewed up here. About to get wiped out. They finally got the 222 infantry's not keeping up here. I think MSW's caught up there managing the armor, which does mean the infantry's not joining, giving Login a better chance to beat back his opponent. Anti-tank gun is pulled back there for reinforcements. He does not want to risk it here versus MSW for very simple reasons. EC8 needs repairs here. A fierce engagement. Now they're anti-tanking here for Login. MSW remains, I think, fairly well in control of the map now. Though at least I suppose you can see did get the armored car panzers being arriving here, and we do get some G43s on them. West side we got Lieutenant versus the MD42 crew. Could get a wipe here, which of course would be great from Login and help sort of deal with some of the previous losses. Yeah, the overall edition of the third championship was sort of off the official charts, the organizational charts. They think sort of make up for the loss of the third Panzer Division after losses in Stalingrad and North Africa. So, little fun additional side note there. But by sort of roughly mid-1944, they sort of stopped doing that, as even Stuke's are starting to run out of. So, additional side note there. Major there was the advancing Panzer Grenadier. Flak Panzer getting the Ralph squad here in the open. 25 kills on the Flak Panzer. It's been a pretty good investment, as you can see there. Pretty good investment. Login can soon go for another EC8. And the sooner got the 5th kill of the Grenadiers. Ralph it off though, getting half the crew killed. Great there for MSW and Deutschland. Mortar line close to the Grenadiers here. He could go for another Ostwind, he could go for another Stug. And go for a Panzer 4. He could also try and go for tier 4 here. Oh, he is going for tier 4. Wow. The question is then Panther, Sturmpanzer, Panzerwerfer, or is he actually planning the Tiger Race at this point? Grenade off in the Stormtroopers, wrecks the cover, but not so much the Stormtroopers themselves. He's almost got the fuel there for another EC8, manpower-wise, bit more to go. EC8 they're taking a bit of a while to fix up. That's because Brad Pitt's contract states he can't take part in tank repairs. Senate got guns being up here. G43's light machines, they're rifling it, they're being used to support the attack. Got the Ostwind, though. Great kill here. Clearly wasn't expecting another pair of anti-tankers there, which can quickly, as you see, they decimate medium armor if the player isn't paying attention. That's one reason why these are so good. Like, they just have a 50% higher rate of fire compared to other anti-tank guns, meaning they can very quickly knock out medium tanks in a pair if you're not careful. Punch to the G15 getting Lieutenant in the western side. Then these of Ralph got up and the machine gun in the east. Doesn't get a wipe there, but still. Actually, could have tried for a grenade, I think. Maybe gotten a wipe there on the MSW. And heavy pan squad of MSW. So again, the question is just Tiger Ace, Panther, Sturmpanzer, Panzerwerfer. Who knows? Lieutenant losing out to the Panzer. There we go. Flanked by the Grenadiers with the G43s. That's going to be a wipe there, costing Login another infantry unit. He did get a wipe in the Stormtroopers on the other hand, so it's not all bad there for Login, but it's definitely looking a bit rough here. Easy, good to go once more. Brad Pitt arrives once more. Engaging the Grenadiers out in the opening, pushing them back. Almost got them wiped. Stuke's on the move. Sturmpanzer. I'll definitely have his infantry support weapons as well. Stuke engaging here with their machine guns. 3 kills on the others. 1 Stuke. 2 of them infantry. Easy on the move here. Needs to get some fuel points back under control. He needs more armor. He also needs, you know, well, more manpower for that. But he's close to another EC8 though, and he definitely, I think, should go for more EC8s. Though I think he should also look for like ways to flank the Stugs rather than just engaging them head on, unless he's planning to lay down a lot of smoke. As your Stugs can quickly focus down, like, you know, any sort of tank really easily. 5th kill on the way there for Login. Then Stormpanzer being routed here. Engaged in the retreat. Anti-tank ready. Pioneers spotting here for the Stugs. Getting off a volley there. 1 shot hit the other misses. Anti-tanks ready to respond here to the Sturmgeschütze. Sturmpanzer's ready here though for Login, or from MSW. Stug there bouncing a few shots while taking a few hits there. Captain on the flank here. Pioneers and foot around the centre there. 5th kill almost done here. Stug almost knocked out here. Narrowly saved though. EC8 racing forwards here. Pack forward could be cleared out. And there goes Sturmpanzer pushing forwards there. It's massive bulky form. Ready to unleash high explosive wrath upon the Americans. They need to be kept up to dive straight to all the anti-tanks. There's shot bounce though. Shot bounce as well. The Sturmpanzer dip by way, have 100mm frontal armor there. Actually slowed too. More bounces here. Doesn't have the munitions either, it seems, for the on-pacing discarding side rounds. Stoop racing in here. Bold push here by MSW versus Login. Thankfully, the Sturmpanzer drawing a lot of attention, allowing the Stoop to get some free shots, but that is quickly changing here. Could he get it? No, he doesn't get the Stoop. Oh dear, this is great for MSW, but horrific for Login. Anti-tank and destroyed as well. Almost got the EC as well, but the Stoop is still not bringing another one. He is narrowly routed. No anti-tank got nearby. Could try and suppose pop armor piercing rounds from that can penetrate the side arm of the Stoop. Pop smoke disengages. EC8 narrowly survives. That was a really close call there for Login. He needs to get his hand on the anti-tank gun. Oh, never mind. He's going to destroy that before that even happens, isn't he? He's got the Western fuel point secured. Needs to grab more points, so he needs to keep up pressure here on MSW. But MSW is in many ways now dictating more and more of the pace of the match, and Login is sort of struggling to keep up with that. Stukes on down repairs. Crucially, he does have 2 Pioneer Squads to assist with that, and there you go. Finally, Login brings in another EC8. He needs more tanks, and he needs them faster. Stukes there being fixed up, both close to 82. Another Stormtrooper squad out here. More MP40s, thumbs up. Back up to 500 squads, meaning again he's got an advantage there. You could even like try and sneak up on the EC8 and wipe the crew there. That would be pretty sneaky. When he's an eastern point, then we got the Rifle Squad, the Major Marine to counterattack the EC8 halfway down the centre. Mortify there, 5th cal there, pushing back the Grenadiers. Sturmgeschütze on the move here. MSW ready to push ahead for Deutschland. Once more in the east here. Pushed off. They could go for the eastern fuel point. We got 200 points left for MSW here versus Login. 257. Storms will move here. Oh dear. We could look at a Grand Theft Panzer. No. Spots them just in time and gets out of there. Goddamn crap. Trying to steal our tanks. East side of the Ralph Squad moving up. He grabbed the eastern fuel point with the Major. Storm's catching it. There we go. Quick grenade off. Bahnhand Grenade. Storm moving ahead here. Shelling being fixed up. Ralph Squad flanking in here. Right into line up of the Sturmpanzer, which is typically not what you want to be flanking into. And we go, almost wiping the entire unit here. Just 2 men left alive. EC8 arrives, diving ahead for democracy, but right into the pack on the Stuk here. Taking an intense amount of damage there. Stuk here, that for some reason a bit exposed there. Oh, the EC8 fixed up. Good to go here for Login. And he's starting to get close to like having the fuel for a 3rd one, in which can say with the manpower we'd have 3 EC8s. And that could actually be a bit of a headache here for MSW to grapple with. Getting pretty aggressive with the Stuk here. May want to load up the heat shells just in case. Eventually 2 gain shots and added. Pop smoke, but might actually not be able to make it out of this one alive, particularly because he dove in so far ahead here with no support. But looks like he's fortunate. Login does not pursue again. But again, this could have gone like pretty sour for MSW. Could have cost him the Stuk without really much to show for it. So that was a bit more risky there. Sturmpanzer almost fixed up. Now the anti-tank ready here for Login. One of many. That is, I think, his 5th anti-tank gun. Got Captain here with the Grenadiers in the west. East side, got Grenadiers with the Rifle Squads. Got the mortar at least, that they can be quickly recruited there. So at most just wipe the veterans here, but also of course drew manpower away from other things then. Almost got a wipe there. Really nasty losses there for Login's infantry. Great stuff there for MSW. Though he has actually replaced some of his infantry squads. Oh. And they got wiped. Or was there just another unit crewing their stuff that, I don't know. Anyways, down to 3 squads still. Need to get more infantry as well, but he needs more tanks, I think, first, then more infantry. As for MSW, I don't know. He could, I suppose, try to solve for the Tiger tank now. I mean, he does have a fairly decent armoured force with infantry as well there, so he's sort of in the position, plus it's like you can't call in a lot more that, you know, trying to adapt for the Tigers now would not be entirely rubbish. You see they're going for alongside the anti-tank and he need the other EC8 in there fast though. Stuk taking hit from the anti-tank gun, gaining slowly towards Veteran 1 there. Armour pistol rounds doing a bit of work there, but he's quick to dive back. He even loads the heat shield just in case. Sharp reaction there by MSW and the Panzer. Needs to have got the 50 cal on the Rafale if the Panzer comes out in the open. 161 with 237. Smoke deployed there. Excellent. EC8's being fixed up. West here we got the Stormtroopers as the captain. He was quick to retreat in the face of the advancing Stormtroopers. East side here, Panzer was the 50 cal, but then quickly caught here and can't get off the bound grenade. Time in the centre, Major being hammered by the Storm Panzer routed by the MD42. In the west here, EC8's fixed up. Good to go once more for freedom, democracy, capitalism. As for MSW, yeah, I mean, it's either going to be a Panther, I think, at this rate, or a Tiger Ace. Login, though, has the fuel for another EC8 and give 3 of them out. The 8 has like a pretty strong armoured force there, honestly. He just needs to like coordinate the tanks better. That's sort of his been issues so far, and also, you know, ensure he doesn't drive them straight into the Stoogs. That's been his other issue. Like, typically, you don't want to be driving stuff into Stoogs straight ahead. Well, so we got the Capmaster Stormtroopers there. Straight into the Pack 40. It's also not where you want to be sending your tanks, though. We do get white phosphor messing with the centre. Could open up for a breach here by Login. West side here, we've got the Storm Panzer moving in. Captain needs to be careful. Stormtroopers are almost wiped out, but again, the Storm Panzer does very judiciously cause Login to pull back his men before they get blown into goulash. Back hitch reinforcing healing there for MSW in the centre there, a bit more reserved for now. Tanks pulled back again. Guess he wants to stay up for those 3 EC8s before committing any further engagements here versus MSW in larger fashion. Bip covers the grenades. There you go. Grenade off. Concussive though. 161 to 211. Veteran 2 then that EC8. That's pretty good there. Going for Scott here for something a bit more explosive. Bit of artillery supported to blast infantry support weapons. Can also be used to deploy smoke for free. I mean, not a bad choice there either. Not a bad choice either. Scott is a very strong unit, one will handle well. Storm deployed with EC8. It's definitely been a mistake by MSW keeping his Storm Panzer like that out in the west here, rather than supported easy prey here, and also crucially easy veterans here for the EC8s here. So definitely punished for this one. Do get the Stooks here, but Cap moving in. The smoke deployed here. Anti-tank guns nowhere near to be seen here. Maybe could have gotten the Storm Panzer there. Close call though. Close call for MSW. EC8s could fix themselves up a bit here. We'll have to see what he actually does. Scott almost done. The Stoogs are definitely doing some heavy lifting here for MSW versus all these EC8s. And he's clearly a bit concerned about them. Both by the now actually 2 with the Schützen added. So wunderbar. Got the M8 Scott out here. Yeah, fixing up the tank here will grab the point. You could pop out the other crew as well to assist there, but of course he might be concerned about leaving both crews out in the open and risking a double wipe that way. But MSW at this point more or less has the resource saved up for the Tiger Ace. He has the fuel, he just needs the manpower, and then he just needs to lose enough units to call it in. And of course, there's the other side of the thing there. And of course, it's not going to just throw away units to call in a Tiger Ace. It's more like an emergency option at this point. Stu there with the damaged engine, could now be taken out again. Will be a blow. There we go. Pack 40 they're ready once more, disrupting here, lock into assault. Bit of a pathing error here. Sometimes having gone to reverse move, they basically just turn around the spot here. Really painful stuff there for login. I hate it when it happens myself. Like, you try to get them out fast, and for some reason they decide to do Swan Lake instead. So painful loss there for login. Painful loss. Scott, they're opening up here. He's going to need another anti-tank gun. Shot fired there in the west side here. EC8 remains reserve. Captain there's the Stormtrooper. There you go. Advanced, or tactical advance here. Absolutely shredding the captain up close. Nice use there. We got 161 to 179. Pretty close in terms of victory points. Pretty close. You see it, they're being hauled back. Stormtroopers caught out in the open. 50 guard, they're covering the centre. These side, they'll be skirmishing here. Got these closing wiped out here by Login Scott. You can almost call in another EC8. Stugering head here. Rifleman right here by the Storm. Or Storm's right by the Rifleman, not the other way around. That's my mistake. Almost got a wipe there, in fact. And we got one of the Stoogs here close to the ace level. There you go, EC8. Rifle squad here versus the Stug. Pack 4 they're moving in. Got the Sturmpanzer squad here. Needs to get out of there once more. And I do think he's like, slightly do some reconnaissance using the Major's ability to then suss out, I think, a better path of approach here, because so far he's just, charging into this dude, which again I have to stress is not tactically where you want to be going. I mean, it's still better than was in Companies 1, where like the Stug versus Sherman, for example, actually had like several bonuses of like trying to take on a Stug head on with the Sherman there. You'd practically be throwing away the tank. Not quite that bad in Companies 2, but yeah, no, tactically, you shouldn't be charging straight at the Stug. Now that you see it here for login, moving up there in the center. Panzer's going to counter-attack him, got a Geballed Ladung. Regular grenade perhaps? No. Cancel the bomb grenade as well there, but they're getting focused on with the infantry here. Flank actually exposed, could take out the Pack 40 here. That'd be a huge one here for login, which could open up for a further push here. Fifth card coming up, Sturmpanzer getting ready to 2. They're grabbing the enemy for a 2. No grenade though on it. Nope. Nope, anti-tank weapon. The Sturmpanzer almost got it. Anti-tank gun is not close enough here. Missed the opportunity there. Go machine gun wipe anyway. Should have grenaded that, then charged in there. Fifth card that's going into the east here. We got the second east hit almost done. Pushed off the center. Still, MSW is losing ground here, and he's clearly again just saving up for that Tiger race. I mean, he's got the resources there, so he's just waiting, I think, for login to like commit to a big assault and then, use the Tiger race as sort of a backhand blow there. Option there. Sturmpanzer being fixed up. Sturmgeschütze on the move once more for MSW. Reinforcing healing. EC8 on the move, adding a commander there. West side we got guns flank up behind the 50 cal there. Anti-tank gun, not 50 cal. That's a really big 50 cal then if it is. Grenade off there, but doesn't do too much. Stuke's moving up there. MSW clearly getting a bit impatient here with the Stukes. He wants to, blow up Yankee Panzers with them, and they're just not coming to him. EC at the railway, half HVS 3. Anti-tank on the move once more. Grab these some fuel point here. Gun these grab in the center here. So of course, login may not be aware, of course, but there's a bit of a danger. Like, he needs to attack, of course, and deal some heavy damage to MSW. If like does it poorly, then MSW can just crush him with the Tiger Race afterwards. Like he commits to the attack poorly. He needs to like not just deliver a lot of damage to MSW. He needs to do so in an efficient as possible manner. That's suffering too heavily here. So there's definitely a bit of challenge ahead for him here, and of course probably isn't aware of the Tiger Race, so perhaps he is thinking about it. It's just he's causing him some command paralysis. We'll have to see though. But there you go. Stuke's diving headed straight for the EC8 there. Shot misses though. That's pretty lucky there for login. Pretty lucky. Second shot follows up there. Infantry flanking up here. Could catch the pack. I turn against the good. Stuke's diving in there. Anti-tank gun. Where is it? It's back a base there. Oh, it's out there. EC8 second pursuit for the Stooks. Diving forwards here. Pack about to get wiped out. Got the machine gun smoked up as well there. Scott and EC8, they're all clashing in there. Almost got the Stook. But the Stooks almost got the EC8 as well. They've got the EC8 is kaput. Pack diving forwards. His Stook abandoned. Abandoned in enemy territory. This could go pretty poorly there. And there goes Stook taking it. But at the same time, MSW now has access to the Tiger Race. Calls it in here. More to there, cleared out almost entirely alongside the Stuke wreckage. He's hitting getting the Sturmpanzer pack forward. The could be turn against MSW here, which would definitely be helpful for login. But the situation is definitely looking a bit rough there for the Americans. EC8 pursuing here. Tiger Racer meanwhile is moving to the front line here as rapidly as its massive Hulk can carry it. Pack 40 ready, almost got the Sturmpanzer here. And get rid of that, so would be helpful there for login. Shot bounces and there go. EC8 misses the. A Tiger Race means the EC8, they're not snared, but there you go. Double anti-tank threat against the Tiger Race. Shot penetrating here, shot bounces. Pack 40 shot does not bounce off the Tiger Race's frontal armor. EC8 bounces. Tiger shot goes through, knocking out the second EC8. Tiger Race, they're driving right past the anti-tank guns, going for the mortar crew here. Stuke falling up here. Ace level Sturmgeschütz. Almost got the scope there, goes about to get knocked by the anti-tank gun. Smoke pop, but may not be enough to save it. Close one there. Complete massacre in the center here. Lock-in's forces are being decimated by MSW now. Tiger Race there diving off once more. Once it's done its part, it seems for now. Panzers are being suppressed. Grenadiers, Panzers all being mauled here in the center by Lock-in. The tanks are pulling back. The Stukes and the Sturmpanzers as well here. What looks like the Tiger Race is starting to join in once more here, but Lock-in situation is now looking pretty precarious. Pretty precarious. 5 kills on the Tiger Ace. We've got Stormfield flanking the 5th kill there. Tactical advance. Oh dear. Close one there. They almost had it. They almost had it. But in the end, they do get pinned down. Really close, though. Another EC8 there for login. 5th kill was then before to in the center. 5th kill first got suppressed here. Need to retreat the 5th kill before it gets wiped by the Tiger Ace. In fact, it might already be wiped out here, honestly. No, looks like not. Ralph Squad going for the kill here. Anti-tank in the pursuit as well here. Ace level Scott moving to do with the MD42 here. Login is still somehow in the fight here versus MSW, but he's very much hanging on the edge of the precipice here. Sturmpan from Barton. Here's the Scott trying to Barton return here. Stug Ace diving in for the Scott to take it out for Deutschland. Oberfeld, Feldwebel, Fritz, Helmut going for it. Almost got it there. Almost got it, but now decides not to finish off the job here. EC8 number who knows what arrives. Tiger Ace holding back here for some repairs. Does have access to the vehicle crew repairability. Very handy on that one, by the way. Most of MSW's armored fleet is right now in need of repairs. Stug 3G is probably the one in the best condition currently, as it does not have an engine damage. But there you go. Self-repair also helps with that on the Tiger Ace. 86 152. Login could possibly still win this, but the odds are getting increasingly a bit glum there. Still, he's got those 2 anti-tank guns, including an Ace M1, so, like, it's not impossible. Like, if he managed to, like, outmaneuver MSW, and MSW just makes a really bad move, he could, like, still win this. That said, MSW does have some fairly potent cards in his hand, including the Ace Stug. Primarily the Ace Stug. I mean, the Tiger Ace is nice, too, but that's not Ace Stug. Panzer Grenadier routed. Infantry-wise, we also have the lead here with 4 squads versus 2 now. Login is just strapped for resources in so many ways. He struggles to like maintain a good force composition. He grenade off from the captain, almost wiping it out there. He's engaging. Grenadiers almost right. We got the Tiger Ace putting 40 here for Deutschland. 7 kills, close to 82 here. In the west here, we got the Grenadiers with the major. Pack 40, almost done for MSW. Decided to bring it in now when he could probably just go for Stug, I think. Actually, he can't. Well, never mind then. Grenadiers almost wiped out here. Well, in that case, he could go for the Stug, I guess. Yeah, I think he realised he could just go for more Stugs. Ace Stug here versus these hit. Plus, of course, the double anti-tank guns. Heavy damage inflicted to the Stug. Almost lost it. Oh dear, he's going to lose it. Yeah. Tragic loss for Deutschland. Tragic loss. What a waste of a good Sturmgeschütz. What a waste. And also, crucially, does give Login a bit more breathing space. Again, that Stug was really a massive threat to his armor. It's due to its high rate of fire, good range, good mobility. It could like threaten to quick knock out a tank that you've seen it do several times so far in this match. So, great usage of the Stug there by the MSW until, he threw it away. Going for a Panther now. I think more was a flex than anything else. He could just, gone for more Stugs, honestly. But there you go, smoke deployed here to cover the advance. Using the Scott here. As you notice, it has good range. Can also move while firing in smoke, by the way. Got 73 here versus 145. 5th got the prime coming fire there. West side, he could try and rush up. We got the Tiger Ace ready there. 7 kills, half 8 of it, need 2. Got the Ralph Squad advancing the Grenadiers by the western fuel point here. Quick grenade here. And that could be not too much damage. That's pretty lucky there for MSW. Pretty lucky. 73 was on a 40. Login still has the victory point of MSW, but in other ways, again, he is definitely a bit behind there. Tigers on the western side here, going for the western fuel point here. Getting the Ralph Squad there. Great hit with the 8-hit gun there. Great hit. Almost got a full wipe there. Panther almost done. Almost got the wipe. Sturmpanzer's almost ace level bar there. I failed to notice that. You can actually go for another EC8 soon. But then again, there's that Tiger Ace and Jackson. Tiger Ace again, Scott. Great hit with this 8-hit gun. The center, they got to push forward, reacting course to the Tiger Ace presence on the left flank. Panther moving up from the front here now. Taking advantage of the Tiger Ace, strong with the intention to go for the EC8 here. Panzerkampfwagen 5 Pesserei for Deutschland. Tiger Ace being pushed back with the anti-tankers. They're quick trying to deal with the Panther, but the Panther could outmaneuver here the anti-tankers already, which could then, of course, open up for a new opening here. And there goes Sturmpanzer moving in here. Further chaos, further disruption here. MSW goes full blitzkrieg here and lock in, and the Americans. The 6th Armored Division is now, I think, on its very last legs here. It is utter chaos. Pandemonium, the Blitzkrieg is tearing through him. And I think with that, he is very much out of the war. And there you go, Logan surrenders. A victory for Deutschland. A loss for America. A fierce armoured fight here with a lot of back and forth. In the end, though, MSW, caused by trashing the Stug, prevailed quite a bit of while. And I think Logan just struggled to deal with the Stug. I think that proved to be one of his major issues. Could also lay down more might, but also he should have deployed smoke more aggressively in supporting attacks. He had been more flanking against MSW. At times, again, I feel like he just underestimated the Stugs, and that cost him quite a bit there. So there you go. The hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.